It's the GroupCast podcast, a show about stuff like stupid jokes and Charlie folks and random ass topics with Casey Wes and special guests like Brett and Danny, Kyle, Riley, Lennon's there too. This is their theme song, it's pretty cool. Just don't ask Wes to sing the rest cause he'll forget the words, so sit right down and gather round, but not too close because they were so ugly that everyone died. Podcast.
Welcome back to GroupCast. Hold that over there.
Oh, yeah, just let that down over there.
As always, I am Big Wes. We have Lennon,
Hey, what's up?
and Kyle,
Howdy.
and I'm Big Wes.
Thanks, Gus.
You're
I think we've gone over that point already of making a triangle, but with four sides, apparently. You have two sides. You get two.
I'm fat. I count as
Oh,
two.
yeah,
You only have one shout out left.
Sometimes 12. What is this? Who wants to be a millionaire?
No, it's your street shout out. We're doing
Cash out.
yeah.
I don't know where I have.
So you have to walk outside, find my drunken neighbor, and ask him questions.
Yeah? I saw him out there as I was driving, maybe. Maybe it was him, I don't know. There was some guy out, I don't know. I saw a seagull at Wendy's when I was coming here. I'm like, how the fuck?
That is
Yeah.
it. That's my neighbor.
Yeah.
What?
He's
Your
a
neighbor's the seagull.
He's
Yeah.
the seagull at Wendy's.
Right, yeah.
I was coming home from work Thursday, and I go through Galesburg. I stopped at McDonald's in Galesburg to get something to drink because I was fucking thirsty. And there's all these fucking seagulls.
Yeah! Where
Just
the hell do they come
there.
from?
I don't know.
Why are they here?
It's the same. Calm down, Seinfeld.
Well-
Calm down.
Either they traveled a long distance or the tide is really coming in.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
And what's the deal with all these seagulls?
It happens. I know it happens in Kmart on Carlisle Pike.
Yeah.
I know it happens there too. And every time when I go there, I purposely do it.
Yep.
Thursday, I purposely did it. Like I could have gone around them either side and not disturb them at all. Nope. I go birds, and I drive really fast. And all my windows were open.
Last year when we went to the mall, we did. The
Yeah, I
same
did
thing.
that too. I think like Thursday, one of them threw through my windows. I'm not exactly sure because I was like arms out as far as possible, eyes wide. I was like birds. And I drove right through them, and they all just went ah! And I think I ran over one.
They were dolphins for some reason. I don't know. But I actually had a friend who was driving through the woods once.
And they ran into a dolphin.
Yeah, they did. It was weird. But they had a bird. It was the summer, so they had all their windows down.
Yeah.
They had a bird fly in through the driver's side window and go out the passenger side
Nice.
So long and thanks for all the fish.
window. That's gonna be fucking terrifying,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
How in the hell?
I don't know.
God. Just imagine if she had the windows up, though.
Fire!
Ugh, God.
My grandparents had that happen once. They were driving down the interstate.
Uh-huh.
This was long before I was around, and all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, this goose just like flies through their window and like into my grandma's lap. Freaked her the fuck out. I love hearing the story. Yeah,
There's a clown, dude.
Yeah.
There's a clown.
yeah.
My bird voices are way off.
So a clown falls
My seagull's a dolphin and my goose is a clown. That's
out of an airplane.
God
Call it a
damn.
goose. I don't know. That was a stretch. So, speaking of going places and things, before I came here to do this, I was in Walmart in town, and I just want to ask, what the hell is wrong with people? Like in general,
That's a long answer.
like
It's a long answer.
I don't fucking understand. Like, it's what? What does the thermometer say over there? Is it 55?
I was wearing shorts yesterday.
I thought the thermometer said ring ding ding. ding, ding, ding.
Get out.
I
Just leave. We're
have
done.
yet to actually listen to that song at all. I'm
I've
not
li-
going to, but I've avoided it for this long. I
I've
think the
listened
fad
to
is
it
over.
just to find out what it was.
No, I don't even do that shit. I do not do that shit. It was months before I heard Gangnam Style.
Wow.
Just because I'm like, no, I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not going to actively seek it just because it's popular.
Yeah.
So.
I heard a couple little kids singing at a Walmart like a while ago, and I just wanted to run up and kick them in the face. But
Punch it into the produce section.
You're not Asian. I'm Piccolo.
just what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, it's like all of a sudden I think the thermometer says 55.
Yes,
I
it
don't know,
does.
it's too
I don't know, it's behind me.
It's just like because it's warm now. like everybody is allowed to come out of their houses, and the first place they go is
It's
Walmart.
Walmart. Yeah, because they're out of shit. They
It's
need more
like-
shit.
It's like they just boarded themselves up in their house all winter.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god,
It's like the zombie apocalypse.
it's
ended,
warm.
and
Yeah.
now they need to go out and resupply.
Yeah.
What did Rick do this week? We have to do the same thing. I got it. I got some beans.
They're eating them in the section
Yeah.
at Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
And
think,
they just
sir, I don't think you can do that. Zombie! And they
They
stab
bring,
you.
they
don't
bring
have
up
to-
empty cans and
You
they
don't
pay
have
for
to
the
pay
empty
for that.
cans.
Where's your Gerber section? Not the food. The handle broke.
But like,
That was a big problem for the Gerber machetes and stuff.
Yeah.
Is the handles would
Yeah.
shatter.
Gerber machete.
That's what the brand name that was in The Walking Dead.
Oh, really?
When
Yeah.
Carl found the,
I thought it was like baby food gone wrong.
Yeah.
I thought it
The
was
handles
way-
broke off
oh
the
my
baby
God,
that's how the
yeah.
apocalypse started.
Yeah.
And then they had to switch their produce line from baby food
Yeah.
to machetes.
They're an advantageous company. They know what the trend is and they can follow. Zombie infection. We're gonna start making machetes now.
Like the scene where
gonna
Carl like
produce-
opens the truck and there's the zombie with like the roll up of assortment of goodies.
Yeah.
Those were all Gerber products.
Oh,
That was product placement for Gerber.
okay, good for them.
Yeah. It's like the cheeseburger from Burger King in Iron Man when it comes back.
Right.
First thing he wanted was cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Buy our cheeseburgers.
I am
it's
not.
called product placement.
Yeah,
I said
I'm
that.
not upset
Oh.
by product placement. A lot of people are like, fucking product, just sellouts. Just fucking sell. I don't mind them. I really
Yeah,
don't.
because
they need
the,
money to make the movie.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, the
outside
the
of
product,
that though,
the
I don't
product
fucking
that's
care.
the product that's there, like if like a lot of the times is Coke. I don't remember where I think I was doing research or something for the show, and I wanted to know like copyright or something.
Right.
And product placement came up, and
Right.
a lot of the time they use Coke as an example. But like if there's like a well placed Coke can, or like in Wayne's World,
Mhm.
where like it's an he does like a little like 20-second commercial for Pepsi.
Yeah,
It's
Vanna
like
White.
drink Pepsi. It's refreshing, and like whatever the fucking 90s catchphrase was
Uh-huh.
for Pepsi. They pay shit tons of
Oh,
money
they do. Yeah.
just for that. Woohoo! And it's
For
that,
Mickey Mouse. Or
yeah,
something.
but like if they didn't pay for it, but they still want to use it, like if the actor prefers that,
Yeah.
if they prefer something over another thing, I'll just turn it the fuck around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how they get around it. Like what the hell?
The only time I wouldn't go by product placement is if it doesn't belong in the movie whatsoever. That's like they're gonna start advertising Vagisil on The Hobbit. I'm gonna be pissed off.
Hobbit so.
I can't hear Vagisil without thinking of that Saturday Night Live sketch where it was like,
Barack the Rock Johnson.
no, I wasn't it. I remember
Barack
that.
the Rocker
I
Barack,
remember
that's
that
right, yeah.
sketch, and it was
I
very
love
funny.
that so much.
It was they were doing mock-ups of like ESPN Classic, but they were showing like bowling tournaments in the 90s
Oh,
or
yeah.
something like
yeah.
that with Greg Stink. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
I think that product placement, though, go back to what the fuck we were actually talking about. I think product placement is actually a good thing, not just for the monetary value or whatever, but because it tends to ground the movies a little more into reality than before. Like Iron Man, like you said, Iron Man, he has Burger King. It's like, I know what Burger King is.
Yeah.
I'm in Iron
Yeah.
Man universe.
Yeah.
This is good. But if he was like, I'm going to Bobby Joe's Burger Shack, you're like, I don't know what the fuck
Bobby Joe's
Burger
Pancake
Shack
House
is.
here alongside of Route 94 in Hanover.
Yeah.
Because once you come here, you probably want to go somewhere else.
Can I bring my possum?
Well, sure, you can bring your possum. You can bring in anything from your possum to your granny.
All right.
Back to what I was saying about what the hell's
That's
wrong
not
with
like
people.
a really wide range though, because possum could be your granny's pet, and she just brings it along with her in her purse.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that would be awful.
yeah.
Do you want anything, Freckles?
like a baby pterodactyl. That's what possums are now.
Yeah, go ahead.
What the hell?
Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Can I say
Christ.
that I like how I have this entire couch to myself?
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm gonna spend the whole podcast.
Don't do
I
that.
saw Rolls fall asleep in this position once. My friend Rolls, who's like a guy, that's all I need to
He's
say.
like a
That's
guy.
all I need to say. He was doing that modeling pose where he was his legs were like up a little bit.
His legs were legs and his eyes were
and he had his elbow down and he like one arm like this and he fucking fell asleep.
he evolved into a
I
slapper.
don't know how he did that.
It was the draw me like one of your French girls.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Yeah, we felt like drawing him, but there's no paper large enough.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah. But back to what the hell's wrong with people, because this bugs the shit out of me. Like they all come out in hordes all at once, and I was taking something back, and I'm standing in line. I'm the next in line at the customer service to take my thing back. I was taking back that camera, and I'm standing there waiting, and there's two people, like, that are at the counter, and then a person each helping them. And there's
two
other
people and a person.
Fuck you,
We're
you
okay.
know me.
We're on board.
Two customers being helped by an employee each.
Yes.
And then there's like three
A
other
penguin.
employees, like just running around behind him and stopping and talking to the employees that are helping the customers.
Right.
Thinking, what the fuck? I'm here. Help me! Help me! Damn it! That's what I came here to do. It's customer service. Serve your customers. Don't stand around and dick around. Do your fucking job.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
So then, the other three just go about running around and being assholes. The one lady gets done, and I go up to the bad employee, and she says, "Are you returning the camera?" I said, "Yes, I'm returning the camera." That's why I have a fucking camera in my hand and a receipt. Oh, they just changed policy. You have to take that back to the camera section and return it there. Like, okay, and I'm thinking like. Camera section is in electronics because it's an electronic.
It should be,
that's
yes,
where they
absolutely.
sell. I go back to the electronics, and this guy who kind of looks like Ryan, like if Ryan was like taller and fatter,
So like
and had gauges,
kind of like your like average teenage Walmart employee who doesn't give a fuck that he's at Walmart.
Yeah, but I think he's about my age, maybe a little bit older. He looks a little bit older just because he's fat.
Okay.
But I walk up and he goes, "Yeah, what's up, man?" I'm like, that's how he sounded. I'm like, "I'm here to return this camera." "Oh, you have to take that back to customer service." I'm like, "They just sent me back here to do it." "Oh, we can't do it." And I stopped. I'm like, "Then where the hell can I take this back to? Because I don't want it anymore." "Hold on." And he gets on the phone. "Yeah, why did you send a guy back here to return a camera?"
Did he talk to somebody named Debbie? Because I feel like that's the usual thing. I gotta talk to Debbie about this. Debbie, there's a guy here who needs to return it. Okay. She says to go back there.
Yeah.
Where you were, and then you go back there. Like, you need to talk to Mark
Yeah.
back at the camera electronics place. It's Mark and it's always Mark and Debbie. That's what it is.
Well,
Mark and
he
Debbie.
picks up the phone. "Yeah, why did you send a guy back here to return a camera?" Bye. And he hangs up the phone. He goes, "Yeah, you need to go to the photo center. It's right over here." And he walks me to the photo center. I'm like, "Really? There's a fucking big ass sign that says photo center." I've never been there before. So before we
You have to go through like an enchanted forest.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my last shout out.
There's like a wall with picnic baskets and red hoods, and you have to skip on your way there.
Yeah. Yeah, put the camera in the basket and skip, and I'm going to use my last shout out. Fuck you, Scott, in Hanover Walmart Electronics. You're a fuck. Because you're a fuck.
Yeah.
I hate you. I don't know who you are, but you're just a dick, and I hate you. Just, "Oh yeah, you gotta go here. It's right over here. I'll take you." It's like 20 feet behind me. There's a big ass sign.
Yeah.
I'm 21 fucking years old. My foreman at work thinks that I'm 28, even though he's been told I'm 21. He still thinks I'm 28. Apparently, I look 28. I'm 21. I look like I'm 28.
Yeah.
And it's like I know I graduated from Biggerville, and I'm dumb as shit. But I can kind of read, especially a big ass sign with big ass letters that says "Photo fucking Center."
It said "fuck" on it?
Yes!
That's not good Walmart policy.
Apparently. Well, there's a Kmart in Harrisburg.
Come on, sir, I have to hold your hand on the way there.
Yeah.
Does the one in Kmart say, "Goddamn photo center"?
No, there's a Kmart in Harrisburg that when you leave on the wall, it says "Thank you for shopping."
Uh-huh.
But, the R fell off the 4. I forget which one it was.
They
So
put
it's
an apostrophe. "Thanks for shopping."
yeah, that's what it was, except there wasn't an apostrophe. So it was illiterate and gangster at the same time. I'm like, shit, Walmart, you're just shit, man. But
Walmart is shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realized
Yeah.
that.
But, like, on top of that, like, when I was waiting at customer service, one of the 3 employees that weren't helping me,
Yeah.
like, decided that, well, instead of going, like, straight through, like, the other side of the little line thing that they have,
Right.
where there's nobody there, they're going to decide to, like, come my direction and make me move and inevitably just run into me anyway.
Right.
Like, everybody does that. Like, there was a lady, I was walking out, and, like, I'm walking this way, and she's coming out from around a thing.
Yeah.
And she starts to turn, and as she's turning her cart, her head's going the other way, so she's, like, going, like, straight, nope, what's over here? And she continues to walk like this, almost running into me. And I just wanted to, like, drop kick her cart and be like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, what is wrong with you? And then I went to Hobby Lobby. I had to pick up a couple things for a project that I'm doing.
Well, now all the problems begin.
Yeah. All right.
It's the return of Dev and Mark.
You know, I think we've been in Hobby Lobby together.
Yes.
I don't know if you've been in there or not.
Yeah.
The counters are like 2 of these couch cushions long.
Oh yeah.
They're not very.
they're very
long.
small.
So I'm standing there. I'm at like how they have that little rack that's about that wide of like
Right.
the candy and stuff. So there's like maybe like a 2-foot square, like a legitimate square,
Yeah.
that's in between the rack and the debit card machine,
Mm.
and it's like right in line with the cashier. And I'm standing there and I have my things, and it's only a couple small things.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the cashier lady and everything. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this fucking old lady just comes up and she's like right up against me, throws her shit right up against. And I'm like, whoa, hold on.
I need to buy gray paper now.
And my immediate thought was,
I need popcorn for my sewing.
yeah, my immediate thought was, Jesus Christ, Grandma, I know you want to get this home before you die in the next 20 minutes, but there is no reason you need to just be right up against me,
Yeah.
throwing stuff in my direction.
Jesus Christ, Grandma sounds like a great '80s television show.
It does. I'm trying to think of how, like it's just stereotypical, like, grandma shit montage.
It's played by Betty White.
Yeah, with a beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Betty White with a beard.
Yeah. Like, it's a montage of a grandma doing stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, she, like, falls asleep, like, while she's waiting for the light to change at the crosswalk.
Uh-huh.
And she's just standing there falling asleep, and, like, all these little kids, like, come up or something like, Jesus Christ, Grandma! And, like, that's the entire thing of the show. That's what just clicked in my mind.
Betty White is like the funniest old person that I
Yeah.
know of on television.
She's just one of the funniest people, honestly.
I love her in Lake Placid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the part where if I had a dick, I'd tell you to suck it.
Yeah.
See, Betty White, the reason that Betty White works so well is because she's the sweetest looking old lady who says the filthiest things.
Yeah.
Have you seen her TV
and that's
show?
why.
Oh my god. I don't know how many episodes were total, but it was great.
Is it
Which
the,
show?
It was like pranked only with
Oh, okay, I
people.
saw
oh,
that one
it's
a lot.
Off the Rockers.
Off the
yeah.
Rockers. Yeah, I saw that one a couple times.
When that premiered right about a year and a half, the year and a half mark that I was working security, and if you haven't already learned, I used to work security at a retirement home. After like the first couple weeks after, like everybody that I knew outside of the retirement home were like, "Oh my God, Wes, have you seen this show?" No, I haven't seen this show. Why? And they go in to explain it to me, and like one of the funniest things of that episode, they would tell me, "Do you have anyone in your retirement home that does that?" I'm like, "No, because everybody hates each other and they just spend all their time in their rooms."
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Like old
Except
people.
for the one guy with the scooter.
Except well, that was
He's got a scooter. He just wants to have fun.
yeah, that he just wants to fuck.
Have fun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna go have myself some sex. Woo!
I found this blue pill and it did magical wonders for me. Betsy, I'm coming.
Now I gotta.
Betsy's been dead for 10 years.
Then where's Debbie? She's still at Walmart. I'll find
She's still at
her.
Walmart, yeah.
I've been her the cashier.
What's wrong with us?
Yes. Yes, that is awesome.
That's terrible.
So, last week, I don't know why I put my arms out like it.
With arms wide open.
My brother was singing that last night, and that's all he knew was "Arms Wide Open," and he was
That's all
doing
anybody knows.
Yeah.
I know a little bit more than that. But
well,
that's the
I
best
remember
part.
bathed in the pale moonlight, and that's all I remember. So it's with arms wide open, bathed in the pale moonlight.
Right.
That's all I remember. But then he was who was it? It was Destiny's Child song. Say my name, and that's all he did for 45 minutes. Say my name, say my name, say my name, say my name. You need to learn the rest of the song or learn what your name is, because I'm not helping you with either. Knock it off.
So, the Oscars was last week. Did either of you happen to catch that?
No,
I
because
don't.
I was too busy almost throwing my laptop out a window to get last
you were
week's
at,
show.
you were editing stuff.
I've been on a problematic anime bender.
Oh, okay.
Problematic.
It's all I do.
You
Well,
need to go to rehab?
Probably.
Well, alright, so first off, Ellen DeGeneres was funny as fuck.
So I've
Okay.
heard.
As usual, did you hear about John Travolta?
How he screwed up Adele's name.
Okay, no, it was not Adele. I don't know who this bitch is, but her name is Idina Menzel.
Oh,
And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, Adele Dazeem.
yeah.
And it's one of the funniest things ever. But I've discovered just recently some site somewhere came up
there's
with a name generator.
Yeah,
where
I've
you
seen
can type
that.
in your name and John Travolta's your
Yeah.
name, and I fucking love it. I feel like I should run through
Yeah.
everybody here because I just found it.
Okay.
I
That's why
believe
kept it.
mine was Wallace something.
Your name was
Wallace Lowing.
You're damn right it is.
Yeah.
You are Wallace Lowing.
Yeah.
You have to fucking refresh in a second.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fix your damn website. Whoever the hell made this. Alright. I, Lennon Free, shall henceforth forever be known as Lachan Flores. Sweet Jesus. Alright.
I'm pretty sure there was a Lachan Flores in the retirement home.
He was always looking for Debbie. Yeah, okay.
Where's Debbie? That bastard Carl's going after her on his scooter. I can't catch up with my walker with tennis balls on it, not in a million years.
Kyle, you are now Katie Wildner.
I saw it was probably about a day.
Fucking love
I
this.
thought I was gonna be something stupid like Carl something. No, I'm fucking
No,
Katie.
you're Katie. We need to do one more. Who should I do? Should I do Charlie? Charlie Charnigo?
Dude, yeah, dude, Charlie.
Charlie Charnigo. Charlie Charnigo is now known as that racist fat guy. Oh, well, you know.
And I already knew.
He is Christian Cunningham.
It sounds like the worst professional wrestler ever.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Now give it to the ring,
Just beats you with
Christian
crosses.
Cunningham.
My mom was fixing the cushions on the mattress. I said, "What are you, a luchador?" Because she was like trying to pick it up and throw it. And I'm like, "What are you, a luchador?" She goes, "What's a luchador?"
Oh.
It's like a wrestler, only Mexican, and they wear the masks and stuff.
That's a Mexican mask wrestler.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what that is. Well, why wouldn't you call me a wrestler? That's not as funny as a luchador.
Alright, give me one last name. So who's big we could do? Like somebody else from the podcast, or I don't know.
Has
like-
anyone put John Travolta's name in the John Travoltanizer?
I'm sure, but let's do it.
That makes me curious.
I wonder what it'll do to his last name.
Okay, he is now Jan Thozomas.
I knew he was an
There
alien.
you go. So there's
I
that.
knew it.
That thing is fun. I
Yeah.
love it. That is so much fun.
But it was probably that came out probably Monday or Tuesday. So Tuesday or
Yeah.
Wednesday is when this thing came out.
Somebody knew what they were doing and
Yeah.
jumped on that immediately.
Both of you know that I'm a Cowboys fan.
Right.
So I follow the Cowboys, a couple Cowboys pages on Facebook, and the official Dallas Cowboys Facebook page apparently got into that, and they had their starting offensive lineup all John Travolta. And it sat like all their names, like, dude, that's a legitimate offensive line. We need these people instead of the real fucks that they are.
Now, at the risk of sounding racist, which is a great way to start a sentence, by the way,
Continue, please.
I think it would be funny if it took like some of the names of like the black players on the team and it came out like really normal.
Reggie Darnell Tyrone III. Thomas.
Exactly. Somehow turned it into one name. I don't know how it did that. It's a weird formula. It's
Charles Thomas.
Exactly.
The whitest name ever.
I have to address. I keep looking at this. Is this the last remnant to the Mike and Hike box?
No, there's one back there. There's
there's
probably
boxes
2
up in
under the
freezer
couch.
now.
Oh, really? Is there anything? Are there any left in the box?
Yeah, there's still a couple.
Wow,
There's like 4.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's funny as hell. For those of you who aren't aware, I brought a box of Mike and Ike's. What, October?
Ain't no holler back, girl. Sorry.
What?
I'll throw my chair and leave.
I'm out.
What?
I don't know.
What was it? October? I didn't know how to back. I don't think you sleep too much because you just enjoy
You call it
sleep.
the anime
I think you
adventure.
sleep too much because you do too many drugs and you just go comatose.
I didn't do anything, I swear. I
I'll buy his shit.
It's a shh.
I woke up yesterday. I got a shower. Riley called me 4 times while I was in the shower. I got out of the shower. He called me again. I answered. He told me that some girl thought she was me. Or
I'm sorry, what?
that he was. Some girl thought Riley was.
Riley, help! I think I'm Kyle! How do you know? Are you Kyle? No? Well, there you go.
Some girl thought Riley was me. And Riley had to call me and tell me about it.
And get permission to be you.
No.
So he had to grow and stop being
Riley,
broken.
basically, Riley's now Markiplier. Is what it is.
So we had an argument about how we don't look alike anymore, like all the time. I asked his mom, and she said, "Yeah." Yarr. I belong fat. But so she can't call people. I can't text people. All that was left was email. So we gave her my email, and she started emailing me yesterday, trying to get me to remember who she is.
So at one point you knew this chick.
Apparently,
And
I had side conversation with her in my 10th grade chem class.
Let's back up just a second.
Okay.
What the fuck happened to Facebook?
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I asked about that. He said she doesn't have any social media sites.
She doesn't have any friends,
So
essentially.
So basically, me and Riley spent 3 hours yesterday looking through all of my yearbooks to try and find out who she was. Couldn't find her. She doesn't exist.
I think Riley's making her up.
Riley's only concern about all of this was that she got his number from somebody named Matt, and he doesn't know who Matt is.
What the fuck am I? Where am I?
I feel like we're in a different dimension now.
What
right?
is going on?
I'm
Who are you people?
very confused.
Who am I?
I was doing chores yesterday and receiving emails from a person that I only slightly remember the name of. Couldn't put a face to it because in my 10th grade chem class, 10th grade year, I doubled up on science, so my chem class was second semester and I had it with upperclassmen. I knew some of them because I'd been around them. They picked on me on the bus or something. I ended up sitting on a lab table because the teacher ran out of seats with a buddy of mine named DJ, and we would goof off a lot. So it was me paying the attention of the teacher, listening to these 4 fat chicks bitch about stupid stuff, like why they should not wear thongs and stuff in the middle of class.
I
and then
can
goofing
tell
off
you
with
why.
DJ.
I can tell you why
Wes can tell you from personal experience.
you shouldn't wear a thong as a fat chick. It's because it's fucking disgusting.
Because it disappears. That's why.
Yes, most anything you wear as a fat chick fucking disappears.
I'll tell you what. You're fresh-ish out of high school. It's gonna happen where you're going to get contacted over the next few years by people who you don't know. You have no idea who they are. It happens to me still, where just recently somebody said to me, hey, do you remember who I am? And I went, yes, I do. And she goes, then tell me. And I went, oh, no. Because I didn't.
Well, no,
She called my bluff. So I went, okay, who is this? I remember this name from around this time period, so it must have been from this. And I typed back, how could I forget? I remember that we did this. And she goes,
It's
and we haven't talked since.
Total movie
This
cliche.
was my conversation. It was, how are you doing? I am great. I heard you going into the Air Force. Yeah. I heard you had a girlfriend. No, not anymore. How are you doing? I'm doing great. You probably don't remember me.
I see you in your room when you sleep at night.
On the second floor. I brought my own ladder.
So my response was, hold on, I'm good at this. Tell me what class we had together.
Oh, no, I'm good at this. Tell me where I've seen you before.
And I'll be able to tell you where I've seen you before.
She says,
I'm psychic. It's like, it's great.
I'm good at this. So she says, we had chem class together in 10th grade. Think it was that year. We didn't talk much aside from side conversation, but I left in the middle of my senior year to do cyber. Jog your memory, any. My response was, were you in my grade or one up? Because I had upperclassmen, I thought it was a reasonable question.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember just about all the people that were my age that were in that class.
Right.
There was 4 of us out of 30.
Did you get a name out of any of this?
It's Kristen Miller, previously Kristen Smith. Not the Kristen Smith that wore the Pikachu outfit when we played poker.
Huh?
It was
What?
a long time.
Okay.
So
I guess we're in the dark.
So that comes in a second.
Uh-huh.
And Stacy will leave.
Let's take that out.
So
No,
I was
sec.
having a conversation with somebody that I knew. And then the end of it was, what are you doing, active or reserves? How's your life been? Anything interesting? And I responded to all of those, and then she said, also, can I say something? I'm sorry if it comes out weird, and that was 3 o'clock yesterday.
So that's where you've left off.
That's where she stopped.
She got murdered.
Or Riley just stopped pretending.
Yeah, Riley's done. It's over.
So Kristen Smith in Pikachu outfit.
Yes, please tell me what the hell this is.
I had a friend throughout middle school and high school. Her name was Kristen.
She's like this tall.
She's
Compared to you, she's like this tall.
She's a small otaku-esque person.
Gotcha.
Really into art and stuff.
Is that what otaku means?
Otaku is
No.
otaku.
Is that
She's
what a taco
She's a
means?
taco.
She is a taco.
Soft shells.
Vagina. But when me, Wes, Riley, and Ryan would hang out, sometimes she would come over, and one time she decided to bring a Pikachu outfit.
It was a onesie.
Yeah. So she got in that side of the barn.
Yeah.
I had to make sure nobody opened the door. Put on her onesie.
Right.
We went into the house. We all played poker. We actually went out to Walmart with her still in her onesie.
Yeah.
Wes bought a poker set. We came back. We sat around the ping pong / pool table.
Right.
Played poker. Wes doesn't like playing card games with me anymore because I can make pizza and get a royal flush in the same time.
No, that was with Liz.
No, that was with Kristen.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh,
We never played poker with Liz.
We played something with her, and I ate ham and peanut butter at the same time.
That was something I don't remember.
I don't remember. I just remember ham and peanut butter.
We were still playing Yu-Gi-Oh at the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Go on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I was having a silent cut.
So that's who Kristen Smith is. But I don't know who Kristen Miller / formerly Kristen Smith is.
Okay. We should play poker. I liked when we played poker.
It's over there.
It's over there somewhere. We can figure
I think
it
it's over there.
It's over the house.
Yeah.
It's over the
So
house.
last week I wanted to mention, but I forgot on the show. I got a new job. I'm working construction, and as you guys can see by my hand,
It's going well.
Yes, it's going well.
Go show the people. Go get up and show the
Go,
people.
go show the people.
They can't see it.
They
Good.
can't see a fucking.
Look. There's stuff there, and there's stuff there, and I got a thing there and a thing there. I'm dying. So I don't know what this. I don't know. Stop it. Shadow focus don't work. I don't know where this came from. But these, I was chiseling. I install windows and the frames that the windows go into.
Okay.
into construction sites.
Okay.
I'm currently working at the Penn State Hershey Rehab Center.
Okay.
And I was.
They think you're cutting yourself.
I don't
we
know.
can help you. No, I'm just here installing windows.
Yeah, it's a good thing that I work. I'm
Do you
working
wear
at.
work gloves?
Huh?
Do you wear work gloves?
Do you wear wolf?
I have them. I don't wear them all the time.
I can see that. Like, he puts on his work gloves. He goes, oh! And then he picks up a frame.
Yeah. But
I want you to do that next time.
I was
He'll lose his job.
yeah. Well, I don't know because like it's so lackadaisical there.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I was meant to be a construction worker.
Yeah.
Because I look like just about every other guy there. There's a guy that looks exactly like me, but like if I think he's like.
Does he tell you he's you from the future? 'Cause
No.
that sounds like something
I'm
you would
waiting
do.
for it though. I'm
If
waiting
he does
for
say
it
that,
though.
then
No,
he
you
is
should go
you.
up to him and say, I'm you from the past.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this guy isn't very much older than I am, but he looks like what I should look like in like 20 years.
Okay.
Just like really fat out to here and like beard like out to here.
Right.
And he looks exactly like me. I'm like shit, and like
Tell him.
like
Please tell him.
we'll walk by
Well-
each other, or he'll walk by me, and we'll like just like stare at each other.
You need to go up to him, say, my friend who's kind of senile got me this car, and I ended up here somehow. Can you tell me what I need to do in my life to not screw it up? And then walk away.
But I forget what it. I don't know what it is that I was doing. I was cleaning up shims. Like I was breaking apart the exposed ends of the shims that were in the frame I just put up, and I was doing it like up in the air.
Yeah.
And I kept smacking myself in the thumb with the hammer. So that's where that came from. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
You think you'd know where that one came from? Because that one looks like it hurts more than everything else.
I don't know. At the end of the day, my first day, I'm going to call him my mentor. He's not my boss. He's just some guy I work with. Because I'm an apprentice,
Okay.
I'm just gonna say he's my mentor.
Uh-huh.
We were going to take a piece of glass out to the truck, and he looks at my hand, and it's not bleeding bad, but it's like little bits. He goes, "Oh, you cut yourself." I'm like, "Shit, so I did." And I'm like, "I have no idea when that happened."
Yeah.
He goes, "Okay." And then I was rolling a piece of glass over to him, and glass is fucking sharp.
No kidding.
And I had like it's a pane of glass like that thick,
Yeah.
and it's like as tall as I am. And
Could kill a man.
it's
honestly.
heavy. It's heavy as dicks. I'm pretty sure it could.
Oh yeah, it
I
could. Glass
was-
will fuck you up.
I was rolling it over to him, and the glass slid through my hands,
Oh,
and I just
yeah.
had skin just like shave off down to there, and
Yeah.
that bled pretty good. I was like, shit. And then this, I don't know what the fuck happened with that. I thought I cut my thumb off again because it hurt.
You
that-
think you're going to high five somebody, and it turns out to be somebody on the other side of a pane of glass, and you just break their hand.
Dude, man, holy shit. Like, I found out a whole lot about stuff working construction. Like,
I've learned some things, man.
yeah. Like, you know, they're called storefronts. Like particularly in hospitals, like when you're walking down the hallway and then like there's a room,
Okay.
like a big community room or something,
Right.
and it's like these big walls that have the windows in them, and it's like
Yeah, yeah.
aluminum, and it's like aluminum bars separating two panes of glass.
Uh-huh.
Don't they look like they're one piece, right? And you would think that they're one piece, and it's just like a wall that they just kind of put up in.
No, I would've thought it'd be
It's
separate.
4 pieces.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
Yeah. It's a
So when one breaks, you can replace it easy.
No, it's not very easy to replace because they're hard as dicks to get.
I
To
bet
put in.
they are, but yeah, but still, you don't have to replace one if something
Yeah,
happens.
it's actually well
Point still stands.
more or less 4 pieces depending on what it is. What we were doing is the header, which is 1 piece, and then there's the sides that bolt into the walls, that anchor to the walls,
Uh-huh.
and then the actual wall pieces, and they just interlock together.
Right.
And there's one that cups like that, and then there's the male end, and it just cups together, and then you put a clamp on it, and
Yeah.
it pops together, and you don't have to screw it in. The only thing that's anchoring it, depending on what kind of frame it is dependent on whether or not it's bolted to the floor.
Uh-huh.
Normally, it's just bolted to the walls and the ceiling. With that big ass pane of glass, if I were to just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be a dick," like in a hospital and decided to like run full force at one of them walls, I could easily break it, rip it out of the wall. Even with the glass, that's what these things are made of. And I always thought, and I said a couple times, I thought that they were like one solid piece. And it's like an Amish barn raising where you just bring in this big ass like aluminum wall and you just like slide it, you just slide it into the archway where it's supposed to go, and that's it.
Yeah.
And how them big ass panes of glass are held in. There's on the it's on the inside that is the shallow end that it just slides in. And it's just like little rubber vinyl strips, and it's just held in with them. Like shit, I could like tear down a building like that.
This
no
is why
problem.
people fall out windows.
Yeah.
What, Wesley? When you make me my little cue cards for like applause,
Appalling
and booing,
Apollo and oh no, I don't know.
and you need to make yourself two
Yeah.
dicks and shit.
Yeah.
It's big as dicks, hot as dicks, dark as dicks, cold as dicks,
Shit.
tall as dicks. Sharp as dicks.
I do that a lot.
Heavy as dicks.
Yeah.
Shit.
I use that vocabulary a lot
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. But on
I also say steez. A lot of people don't use steez.
In great grandmother's cooking book for the Westlake family, it's we need 3 dicks worth
yeah,
of butter.
yeah, a shit ton of everything else.
I love that animation,
Yeah.
by the way. That's a really good one by Casey.
On another
On
note,
our YouTube channel.
yes.
Check it out.
On
I'm not used to visual podcasts. I keep making like hand motions.
stop
and shit.
it.
I've done like 100 or some different podcasts over the course
you
of
just
however
need
long.
the white dress and be Vanna White.
I can. Yeah, out of like the 100-some episodes of podcasts I've done across this one and the one I did, this is the first video podcast.
Congratulations.
So I'm like, I don't know what should I make the visual jokes? Because these people that are down here in this microphone will get the visual jokes, but those people over there in that camera will get every single motion.
Thanks, Jack.
Well, so I don't know what I should be doing. I just keep making motions.
This is the
Anyway.
This is the third one that we ever had.
Video?
Yeah.
Third video
Yeah.
podcast?
Yeah.
Third?
Yes.
What's the first one?
It was like episode 10. It was the bio show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if I ever
that was
watched
a
that.
long time
I
ago.
don't know if I ever watched that. Now, I made
That's the one where I put my laptop on a lazy Susan and we all sat
and you
around
just
my
spun
couch.
it around.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, Casey, this one's for you. Spin.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Spin. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got motion sickness.
The audience got
Because
dizziness.
at one point, like, I couldn't help myself. I'm like, woo!
Oh.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I would have just spun that fucker.
I want to
Like
replace
it's
my
Wheel of
barfing
Fortune.
noise with whoa.
Wow! 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 Wow!
That's how Schwarzenegger vomits. Isn't it?
Wow!
Anyway, I made a reference to it earlier, and you were talking about a dude who looks just like you.
Yes.
Dude,
In the
looks
last
like a lady.
week or so, I have been addicted to Markiplier. Have you ever seen any of his stuff?
I've heard
He
of
does
him.
a lot of like horror game let's
Yeah.
plays, but he does a lot of really like weird indie game kind of stuff too. Funny as fuck. That's Markiplier right
I
there.
know, you keep telling me this, I just keep forgetting to
That's
look
him
him up.
right there. Go to the camera. We're going to the camera. Come here. Come here.
Why does everyone
Look.
keep getting up?
Look. Look. There. Show them. Get out and show them. You show them. Oh, folks at home, that's Markiplier right there. I mean, it's perfect. It's fucking perfect. Watch him. You watch him, and you listen to him. And it's the same. It's the fucking same. Okay, I'm good. That's all I need. It's the same, dude. I'm telling you, it's the same.
I feel like we need a second
My
camera,
keys fell out of my pocket.
and we could
It's
just
the
have-
one that you just put in people's faces, like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It'd be easy, you know. You just need to splice the shit together when it calls for it.
Yeah.
Simple.
something.
Simple enough.
Yeah. I should get my new laptop Monday or Tuesday.
New laptop. Nice. Awesome. Balls.
dicks.
Some balls. Alright, never mind.
I've got nice, awesome balls. But speaking of people that look like other people,
Yeah.
my mentor, at first, I could not put my finger on who he looked like.
Uh-huh.
But he sounded like, because he had a cold, he sounded like Stephen Wright.
Nice.
And it was
It's a good start.
It was really weird because I was just waiting for him to say something stupid and then just laugh my ass off about it.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of widths.
Yeah. And then, like, I've only worked 2 days. I started on Thursday, and I work Thursday and Friday.
Hmm.
And then like I actually started like looking at him.
Yeah.
He looks. There's certain times that he looks like this, but he looks like a combination of Bill Engvall
Okay.
and old Bill Murray.
Okay. Okay.
That's only like
I was
5
hoping you would go somewhere way off
Yeah.
the wall with it. He looks like Bill
Bill
Engvall
Engvall and
Pee
Eva
Wee Herman.
Longoria.
But that's only like 5% of the time. Any other time,
It's all the tits, man. It's
Yeah.
all the yeah.
that's only like 5% of the time. Like the other 90%, it's all old Bill Murray.
Okay. And Jane Lynch. Some
Yeah.
Jane Lynch is in there too. Yeah.
And then I've just started paying attention, and I realized like in the morning, like when he's sick, he's getting over a cold. When he's sick, or in the morning when he's like just waking up, or in the afternoon when he's just like beat to shit, he sounds like Stephen Wright.
Yeah.
Any other time, he sounds like Bill Murray.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, holy shit! And he says like stupid, funny stuff like Bill Murray would. Like we're walking through the halls with a cart like full of like glass and tools and shit, and he just like just points out shit or like starts talking to someone. I'm like, I'm working with Bill Murray. What the fuck is this? This is cool and weird and just I don't know.
Now I know that for the last however many years, Bill Murray has been like a very famous person. And,
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people really respect him and stuff. But it doesn't seem to anybody else like he's gotten immensely more famous in the last like year or so, like more than usual. Because before it was like, oh yeah, Bill Murray, I know, yeah, he's really funny. I like what he does and stuff like that. But it seems like in the last year, like Bill Murray, his name or his face,
He has his own.
fucking everywhere.
He has his own like web series of some kind, doesn't he?
Oh,
I think it's like an animated something. I think.
but I've just seen
I
him
don't remember.
everywhere lately.
He's-
and it's
he's
like, I don't
coming out in a
know
new movie.
why. Is it?
Yeah. I don't.
Oh yeah, it's like a more comical and glorious bastards. It's him.
Oh.
It's him, George Clooney, and a couple other like big name guys.
Interesting.
It's like a war. It's a World War II movie, but it's like the comical side,
Okay.
like how like a platoon like goes off and is like dicks about shit.
Just the statement, comical side of
World War II, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Jews burning.
No, they're supposed to be American. But like what it looks like to me is a more comical version of Inglourious Basterds. I think
Like
Brad
Pratt falling into stuff.
and I think Brad Pitt's in it too. I don't remember.
They just bust into Germany and they're acting like a frat party.
So Germany.
It turns into Hogan's Heroes. at some point.
They bring the RV from Stripes.
Oh,
So I'm pissed off. Today is just like rant day for me. This morning, I forget. I don't know why, but my mom is just like, I'm pretty sure she was drunk as shit. She sounded
Nice.
like it.
oh.
Yeah, and she was just like running around and just being really weird.
Well,
And she was chasing my brother around with a wooden spoon. She's like, "Bend over! I'm gonna spank you for being a dick." Like he wasn't being a dick. She was just like being really weird and dumb. And she like comes after me, and I'm like, "I'm doing something I should be doing. Don't bother me." She's like, "Oh, okay." So then she like grabs a hold of like right under where
Your
my
jaw?
jaw is hinged, and she's like,
A lot of people call that
Yeah,
a neck.
no, it's like where the jaw is hinged, like you can feel it.
Okay.
And she like grabs a hold of it, and she's like grabbing a hold of my beard and everything. She's like, "You need to trim your beard. You look like Grisby Allums." And I just walk into my dad, I'm like, "Dad, who's Grisby Allums? Because apparently I look like him." And he goes, "You mean Grizzly Adams?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think that's what Mom means. I'm pretty sure she's drunk." I'm not drunk. I just forgot.
She's like on the floor
Yeah.
right beside you. I'm not drunk.
Yeah. But my mom does that a lot. She just she'll either like come up and grab a hold of my beard, or she'll just notice like how like immense it is. She's like, "You need to shave, or you need to trim it up." I'm like, no, like why? And all the times you look like Grizzly Adams. So I could look like a meth addict.
Right? Yeah.
Which is it? I either look like a very manly person, or I look like a sick dog.
speaking of drunk mothers, today is. Hi, Mom.
No, go ahead. Go on.
Today is my parents' 20th or 21st, I don't remember, anniversary.
Nice.
Today is
They
the
can
day
drink
I
now.
must cower in fear.
Why?
Oh yeah, you gotta watch where you're walking.
You've been in my house!
I know, but that was like terrifying. Like, just so it's cleared up because everyone else couldn't see it. He's looking at Lennon, and I go, why do you have to cower in fear? And he immediately, like that, just looks at me like the widest eyes possible.
Oh, they're
It is-
wide.
I am. Oh.
Wider than
terrifying.
horizons, those eyes.
For the last 2 days, my parents have been telling me I have to walk in the house blind today. They're gonna start drinking, playing strip pool. If I hear hooting and hollering, to be afraid.
Can I go to Shippensburg with you tonight, please?
No, that's next week. I'm going to like.
I asked Riley if I could spend the night.
Yeah.
He's working. He's a dick. I almost asked Vince if I could spend the night.
I don't know.
He didn't say yes, but he didn't say no.
I don't know if my show tonight is 21 plus. If you feel like spending the $20 for the ticket to get in, you can come.
No, I'm
What's tonight then?
It's okay. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I have a
Dicks.
GPS. We're gonna figure it out.
You're going to Dick's.
It's somewhere like around Coatesville. I don't even know where the fuck that is, but it's in a place.
It's next to Jacketstown.
There you go.
And Slacksburg.
It's in a
Diagonally
place.
across from English Cape.
It's in a place called like Wagon Town, which I thought is where you started an Oregon Trail. I thought that was it. Apparently, it's not.
And this is
I don't
where
know where the fuck
this
I'm
is
going.
this is where what's her name? Christine Miller, formerly Christine Smith. Kirsten. This is where she lives in this non-existent place.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I don't know what the fuck to expect. I know nothing about this show. I think I'm doing like a half hour.
Wow.
So, but it's gonna pay like $100.
Nice.
So yeah, it's the guy that I'm working with. Excuse me.
Wow.
I had to try.
I love that guy.
The guy that I'm working with has had faith in me from the beginning, and he pays well. So anytime I get to do a show with the great Stan Tennell, I'm on it.
You got 30 minutes of comedy gold?
Maybe bronze. Maybe 30 minutes of bronze. We can go with that.
Oh, you could open with that. So my friend asked me if I had comedy gold. Prepare for bronze.
There you go.
I could work.
That's good.
I'm
I
actually
like
going to open up with the Wagon Town thing. Like, I thought that was the fucking place you started an Oregon Trail. I don't know where the hell I am.
And then you just
Even
lead
you
in-
people
lead
don't know
into
where you
bronze.
are. Be honest.
Lead
You
into
don't know.
bronze. There you go. But
so the
it'll work.
Olympics passed. Prepare for bronze.
I think this is my inner Charlie again.
Mom!
Yeah.
You know that.
Now he's
But-
gonna die because Riley's a dick.
Okay.
What?
When we played PTA.
Oh, that's right.
We
Charlie
had Ghost Charlie.
died in PTA, right? I just want Charlie to die, really. That's all I really
Well, let me keep
I want
talking
him-
about him.
I want
Eventually,
him-
I'll kill him.
I want him to watch, like, CNN, be like, God damn it, and he just goes. And he just goes.
But I think this is my inner Charlie. You said, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what to expect. And my immediate thought was, I don't know if there's any black people there, so I'm not sure if I should be racist or not. Because the past couple weeks at Angie's has been
Most of
weird.
Stan's
Do you
shows
know
are
what the
black
funniest death for Charlie would be?
No, but go on.
He's on his deathbed, and he summons all of his former comedian friends. And
Thank
Only
you.
the black ones show up.
his last 15 minutes are the best 15 minutes of comedy all of you ever hear, and he suddenly dies.
It's not believable, but I'll go for it.
I think that would be the best ending to somebody who
Where
is the most
Charlie's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he
It
hasn't
happens.
had a show for so long because he used to be a dick. And he realized, hey, I shouldn't be a dick anymore. And he actually starts working on his shit.
He's got 2 joke books. One he's had for like over 20 years, and the other one he just made up.
Yeah.
And the one he just made up is all his racist jokes, but the one that's really good, he never uses because he knows it's too powerful.
He like summon something. Yeah.
Suddenly, Charlie Trinego is like the comedy god.
He starts reading through it, and Bill Murray starts to appear.
it's like a summoning spell book. You start reading the jokes, and all of a sudden, like all these comedians start appearing. Like, the fuck, Charlie? What? You're not Charlie. Where's Charlie? Oh, he's over there. He's dead. Charlie! No!
You know, Heath Wackelmeyer says that he has books full of jokes,
He has
like
books.
notepads, or like the
The only two times
spiral
I've ever
bound
seen him,
books.
he's only ever done the same jokes.
Yeah,
All he ever does.
yeah.
That's
Well,
all
he
he ever does.
he did a little more this week.
He forgot his jokes.
Yeah.
He forgot one joke. He did the
What comes
the
after $5
$5
foot
foot slong, and I just turned around and went, Carly Simon. And I just turned back around, and the whole place was laughing.
Oh yeah, Carly Simon.
It's
I
the
thought
joke, and he goes, "Ha, yeah, that's it." Ha, ha, and he does the joke or whatever, you know.
I thought that was just part of his shtick.
No,
He like fake forgets shit.
no, he always just forgets shit because he's a methed out fuckhead. That's what.
Oh, that's why I thought. Well, now you ruined the illusion of why I think he's funny because like he faked being.
No,
Now it's even funnier.
he doesn't fake shit. But he has. I want to go back to these.
He really is inbred.
Yeah, probably.
I swear to God, I keep saying this. I think he looks like Casey. Like if
He
Casey
does. If
if
Casey
Casey
does meth
decided
now-
to start doing meth right now,
Yeah.
and it aged him like overnight, like 30 years.
Absolutely.
That he's Casey.
oh, absolutely.
And what
I'm
what?
Markiplier. Casey is Heath Walkermeyer.
Yeah,
You're
That guy.
Grizzly Adams.
you're like 6 different people
Yeah.
apparently.
I'm nobody. I am never fucking anybody.
You're a beard away from Jesus.
I am a beard away from
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I used to think
That's
that
a new measurement.
I
I'm a
used
beard
to
away.
think
It's in that cookbook.
Yeah, I used to think in high
A
school
beard
that
of
you
sugar.
looked like, I used to think in high school that you used to look like
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl, like back in the early 90s.
Can you do that? Back in the early 90s, I looked like Dave Grohl.
No,
Like
Dave
when I
Grohl
was
from the
2?
fuck
I need
you.
a beard's worth of sugar.
Oh, God.
That's not sugar.
Oh, that's terrifying, really.
I think what I'm like.
You're starting to think a lot. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I don't
think-
know if that's good or not.
I think
honestly.
what I'm like stalling with shaving or not shaving but trimming my beard is that every time I trim my beard like something falls out of it and I don't know what it is or how it got there.
Like a mouse? Or...
No. It's just like
I got
like-
3 casino coins and a cigarette.
yeah. I haven't smoked in a month. Where is this coming from? But like
Gladys is in your beard.
it's probably that's where the voice comes from.
My stoma falls out my beard.
The fuck does that work out? It's a hole in your neck.
That's, I don't, oh, I can't even, I don't know.
Eh?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a hole in your neck that
Wow.
you take an X-Acto knife and you just make bigger.
Doctor, I want to countersink my stoma. Make it look better. No, nothing can make that look better. You know what can make it look better if we just
If you
killed
die.
Yeah,
If you
just
die, it'll
If
look
we
good.
put some duct tape over it, you think it'll look cosmetically good? Yeah, let's do that.
Just wrap it
Her
in
whole
there.
head. Her whole head.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
Back
You were,
to
you were,
my
you were
breeding
thinking
now.
a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
Oh yeah, stuff falls out of your beard.
Yeah. One time I trimmed my beard and I apparently had something like on my chin, and it fell out. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's like,
You just described
Like-
half of Rolls' face.
yeah.
His face is full
What the
of
fuck
things.
is that?
Yeah.
So apparently sometimes like I have stuff that like falls into my beard,
Yeah.
like food stuff that falls
Yeah.
into my beard,
Yeah.
and just gets ensnared, and it, like beard just grows around it.
When you shower, do you scrub your beard?
Yes, I do.
It's like when wildlife reclaims an abandoned town.
Yeah,
the trees just start growing out.
He's
Yeah.
starting a biodome in his beard.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Because I in November.
He'll be
When-
half man, half vine.
Yeah, in November when I dyed my beard, I had something on my chin and I didn't realize that it was there. And when I dyed my beard, I all of a sudden had this like very large colored dot on my chin that was like prominent through the rest of it.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell is that? Like I took a comb and like I was scraping at it with the comb and I washed my beard several times. Like I shampoo and condition my beard like every day.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't, like I was picking at it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what it is. It's not coming off. Finally, in December, the second week of December, I trimmed it for after No Shave November.
Uh-huh.
And when I trimmed it, this thing came off. And at first, I started to get concerned because like all of a sudden, like I thought I had like this like weird cancerous mole
Right.
that just appeared.
Yeah.
And it fell off. Like, what the hell is this? Apparently, like, it was
You had a
like...
Dippin' Dot in
It
your
was a
beard?
myconite. It
No.
was a myconite.
No, it was part of a pancake. it just fell into my beard, and my beard grew around it. And no matter what I did, it would not come off.
It was from when we grilled burgers and used pancakes as buns.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
It's exactly from that time.
So
That's good. Sounds pretty good.
That's why the syrup.
That's why the syrup. I saw that. I'm like, why is there
no,
syrup?
the syrup's out here because he's a fuck and doesn't know things. I don't know.
That syrup.
Yeah.
$5.
Go ahead. It's expired.
Oh, then I'll leave it.
It's still
where
pretty
it-
good.
I'll leave it be.
So what are you saying? That my beard, or my face,
You
rather?
remember that Skittles commercial from like a couple of years ago where the guy had the beard and he would like grab shit with it? That's what you're gonna be.
Yes.
No, he's gonna have vines coming out of his face, and I'll have lost children that get stuck in the woods and are raised by monkeys swinging from his face.
He'll have Mark come out. We're going to the photo center. Come on.
I want to be Bo and have like
Nose hair.
nose hair. That's
Careful,
alive.
Matt, what are you doing in there?
But instead of nose hair, it's like each individual beard hair. So like it's just like, yeah, and like at the
Betty
snap of my
White is wearing
fingers,
leopard
like
skin.
oh god, why would you say such things?
But she was in the Flintstones. Was she in the Flintstones?
No.
It wasn't her. Who was it? It was some Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes.
That's who was in the.
That's even worse. Who's she? Fred Flintstone?
No, she was Barney's wife.
Fred Flintstone?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was the gay version.
You know, there's this lesbian couple that I know. They're really tight. They go together like this. They're really. I borrowed that from Casey. I think it's
Thanks.
funny as hell. I'm gonna try and fit it in my comedy bit somewhere.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because you were there
Yeah.
when it happened. When I'm pointing at you with 2 fingers. It's
I
rude somewhere, but not here. So I'm gonna do it.
I think it was hilarious when she was yelling about how lesbian stuff was her bit.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Sherry.
Yeah. Sherry is very funny. Yes.
Fuck it, I don't need this.
Did you
No,
guys,
I do.
did you guys hear about Obama at that like music? There was some sort of like music award thing, or there was music somewhere, and Aretha Franklin
There
was
was
there.
music somewhere.
It was some
And
sort of music thing. I
There
don't know what
there
it
was
about
music somewhere,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Obama just like he's sitting at his desk. Well, I
Oh.
hear music.
There's music somewhere.
I best go, and he wanders out.
He's sitting at his desk.
No.
Whoa!
No. I hear the groove, and I need to obey the groove. I'm going towards the music. But anyway, Aretha Franklin was there, and he was talking about her song "Respect."
Yeah.
He's like, "I love that song, Respect." R-S-P-E-C-T. He spelled it wrong.
That's great.
Oh, it's so funny. I need to go on Charlie Charnago's wall now. Because you know he posted about that.
Yeah.
You know it. You know he did it. You know he did it.
I forgot we were being filmed.
No, let me finish. You know he did it. It's my Obama. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
It's
I like it.
It's wood. It's wood.
It's wood.
It's wood.
It's wood because we're in a bond.
It's James Woods.
It's James Wood.
Ooh,
James
piece of
Woods.
candy.
Piece of candy. I forget who it was that I
James Woods.
I
it was
did
James
that.
Woods.
Oh, it was Tara's mom. I don't know why.
Who fucks Tara? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why I did it or started doing it, but I was just sitting at the kitchen table once, and I just started doing ooh piece of candy, ooh piece of candy, ooh piece of candy. I swear to God, she almost pissed herself laughing. I don't even know why. Like I don't know
This
why
went
I
on
did it.
for
I don't know.
4 hours.
And it almost.
And then he got trapped in a box because someone pulled the stick out.
Exactly. Yep. That's how it always ends. Always.
We're watching you, James Woods.
You think you're on to us, but you're not.
We're on to you,
Yeah.
like white on rice.
Bitch.
Was that the Obama bitch call out?
Bitch. We're on you. You may think you're on us, but we're on you. Bitch.
I think we need to do something. Like
We
some
are
sort of,
doing something.
like
Oh yeah.
some sort of like video or audio series for the show. And it's
The three of us are probably the best people to be alone in the room. Cause
yes,
yes.
I thought of a video that I would like to put together, which is a bunch of.
Is it my gangster cook-off idea?
A bunch of no, but I like that idea. A bunch of Let's Players in some sort of conference of some sort, and I don't know what yet. But I would have you as Markiplier. I don't know if you guys know who Peanut Butter Gamer is.
I've heard of them.
But he looks very much like Casey, and I know a guy who is the spitting image of Pro Jared. You ever seen his stuff? That's absolutely perfect.
I'll work on my Brooklyn accent.
You could do a JonTron.
And I'll be JonTron.
I think we could have a lot of fun. I don't know what the hell the script would be, but I think it could be pretty funny.
It's good. I give it a 10.
Well, I was waiting for my anime to load up last night. I was watching Markiplier play Octodad.
Yeah.
Because, I don't like sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
Stuff loads.
Damn right.
So Octodad, just watching him get pissed off, I was like, I know why Lennon thinks I'm him now.
He's fucking you. You may be him. You may go into that
He's
house.
fucking you, damn it. Why don't you know who he is?
Wait to get behind me. What are you doing, bitch?
But it's just perfect.
It's just perfect.
It's just perfect.
It's not terrible.
Oh, it's perfectable. We adopted this cat at my house since the snowstorm started.
You're adorable.
January. For like a week, I would look at that cat and go, "You're adorable."
You're adorable.
I fucking love that cat, man. Cool cat. It's a talkative fucking cat. That
cool.
Cat doesn't shut up.
It was a cool cat, man.
That cat's a knucklehead, man. I'm telling you. Terrible. Not terrible. Not terrible. Adorable. Fucking love it.
Be okay.
He's channeling his inner black person.
First
with a Barack Obama, followed up by
It's
Charles
conflicting
Barkley.
with my inner Charlie Charnigo right now, yeah. They could merge together and form Charlie Charnegro. That would be nice.
That's probably why that the black guys keep coming out more, because Charlie's just evicting them.
Yeah,
he's a face sucker from Aliens, and he's impregnated you with his own little alien thing, and it's just forcing out your black.
I don't
it's infectious.
I don't want to think about Charlie impregnating me in any way.
It just wraps around your face.
Fox! And he immediately falls asleep.
With a bucket of chicken.
Yeah.
You sleep eating. Yeah.
How was good? What do you think? That sounds great.
And
No,
then,
it wasn't.
and then
Oh, fuck you.
he impregnates you, and the guy who was wearing the cock hat last Tuesday.
Mike Valek.
Pops out
Valek.
your chest.
Oh, God.
I tell you what, Mike. Okay, there's a comedian at the comedy place on Tuesday. Mike Valek. He's not funny.
He's terrifying.
His jokes are awful.
He scares me.
Terrible.
Except for the push-ups and crunches.
Yeah.
That joke is very funny, and I like that joke. He did the crowd work last week. It was funny.
Yeah.
He did funny crowd work.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he started to tell jokes again, it was just the biggest decline you've ever seen in your fucking life.
So I was hosting at the Comedy Zone, and there was this wall, and it was red. Like, the condoms I have to.
Oh, it was so
Because it's
terrible.
like an earthworm and a ham sandwich.
Yeah, no, it was just awful. But the fact that he has one good joke and did good crowd work makes me think that someday we will be going, Mike Valek had a really good set tonight. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good eventually.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long time.
No, all right.
It's still my
Eventually
favorite.
he's going to be good.
Replace Charlie on his deathbed with Valek in, like, next Wednesday.
Okay.
On his just Valek on his deathbed.
Oh,
It's next
he
Wednesday.
has the best set over
He
ever
has
and then
yeah,
dies. Oh,
yeah.
man, that would be... Keith would be... Oh, that's just awful. Oh, it's terrible. He would make the joke go, that's terrible.
Keith would be sitting in his bathtub with his TV, and Wes just busts open the door and jumps on top and finishes both of them off in one
No,
go.
I think Keith would be sitting there with his TV, and then we bust down the door and go, Mike Valek's dead, and he'll go, oh, okay.
No, then he would.
I guess I could put
Yeah.
pants on to death.
No, I wouldn't. I picture it being he's holding it, and the water's about to come up. You bust in the door. Mike Valek's dead. Fuck it. Like, I don't got anyone else to make fun of at Andy's anymore. I'm done.
Oh, man.
This week he ripped into John Candy's son. Because he's like,
Oh, that
I
guy
want to know who the fuck
That
you
guy
are.
is weird. I don't know who he is, but I don't know. He just shows up and records Valak's sets, and then he packs up.
Yeah.
So, what? Out of all the people here, that's you. Okay, he's got to be a good friend of Valak.
Yeah.
To record that shit, no one else.
And apparently Valak is the smartest one of the two.
Of them. Yeah.
That's
Valak
scary.
is the smart. Oh, it is.
And then Heath was like, I want to know who you are. I'll give you 3 minutes to
I want an answer.
with
Want
an
an
answer
answer.
who you are. Well, I'll go buy you a beer and I'll bring you a beer. No, I don't want you to bring me anything. I want you touching shit. The fuck?
When Erica was supposed to be on this podcast today, but she got sick last night, which is unfortunate because she was going to go to bingo with me. I go to bingo every Friday night.
I hate working bingo. Just want to say.
Oh, okay.
It's terrible.
I went.
No, you gotta have fun with it. Be like B11, BE11.
B11, B11.
If I did that, the old people would be afraid. Because I'm a volunteer at the fire department, I used to work bingos on Sundays. So I would sit there, I would get there, wait for them to set up the tables, and put all the bingo sheets out, and you know how they have all the different sizes. And then I would sell them the smaller sizes and the odds and ends stuff that goes with bingo.
Yeah, the extra stuff.
I would be at the end of the line, and they'd pay me, and I'd dish out their junk. And then after that, I would have to call back numbers to the one guy that would sit in our bingo booth and go, B11, B8,
G50.
So I would have to sit there at the corner of the room and watch over a sea of old people doing.
Now, how many cards would people play?
The professional ones had 10 at a time.
Okay, because I play 9 at bingo.
I saw these old
Those
women like
games
these
go
10
fast.
big ass sheets, just like
Oh yeah.
they're three. They take up 3 chairs. They won't let anybody sit next to them.
It's not a sea of old people. It's a sea of cards for like the 5 old people.
Oh yeah.
No, we usually had about 90 to 100 old people.
That's pretty good. We
In
get
this-
like
in
50
this
to
room
70.
with
There's
all the-
90 to 100 old people in Abbottstown.
Yeah, and we used to have a
an old
bingo
town.
every Monday and the last Sunday of the month.
Yeah.
And they would be there every Monday and the last Sunday of the month.
But the payouts are great.
For most of them, yeah. So
Yeah.
I would just see them doing this while that old guy sits in the booth calling out numbers, and I just have to sit there and think, "This is boring."
If you
You
guys,
know, we're right next to the ambulances. It would be kind of funny if somebody fell down. B11. No, I'm 18. G8. No, this isn't great.
B11. No,
no
I'm
G8.
18.
There's no G8. Get your examples straight.
I was going through East Berlin the other day, and I passed by the firehouse, and they on their sign they were advertising bingo. And it was supposed to be March 5th bingo, but the R fell off, and it said Mach 5 bingo. I'm like, holy shit! Mach 5 bingo? How can East Berlin afford fighter jets? I can just
that
imagine
would be the best.
I can
thing
just
ever.
imagine these old people in like F-15, just like
I-27.
bingo, and like you hear on their headset like at the control towers like B11. You hear an old lady go bingo, and like they start doing loop-de-loops and barrel rolls, and then they finally land, and she's dead. It's like, all right, who's next?
This is Charlie Delta Niner. I have bingo. I repeat, this is Charlie Delta Niner. I have bingo.
I have a postage stamp.
This is
Repeat, a
Control Tower.
postage
Please read back your numbers. This is Charlie Delta Niner. First, I have Beta 10. I repeat, Beta 10. I'm sorry, Charlie Delta Niner. We only had Beta 9.
That's a negative on the Beta 10.
I think we've gone way too far with that.
Okay.
We're gonna send the refueling jet to take a look at your sheets. They're docking now.
Watch out for cigarettes.
We only had B9. This is B10. Eject.
There's this old guy like out in the middle of a field somewhere,
This isn't my house at all! Casey!
they
I
have-
just found the bit you have to animate. It's the
Yeah.
entire sound effects board I just did.
Yeah, I imagine they have to jump out of the plane. They have a parachute. It opens, and it's like the top of the parachute has like all the bingo balls on it. Has like the design.
It's like extreme money machine where you stand in the
Yeah,
plexiglass booth and like grab all the money. You have to skydive and grab as many bingo balls as possible and hope to God that they match up on your card.
That would be the only way to do it. Like, somebody yells bingo, and to double check, you have them read back their numbers, and then to prove them wrong, you custom make a parachute with a bingo board on it and all in the right spots, and you have some idiot jump out of the plane, and they all have to fly overhead and do like barrel rolls and shit to read the map out of the bingo board.
God damn it!
I think if we're gonna go this far into this, like they need to have like some special treatment for like people who call bingo out wrong, just for like guys.
They get ejected immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like a normal fire hall, and like folding chairs, and someone bingo, I got bingo, and like no you didn't, and the
Press the
ball
button.
caller just like reaches up underneath, is like no you didn't, and it's like boom. Like there's holes in the ceiling. And
Was it Goldfinger, the James Bond movie where the car had the ejector
Yeah.
seat?
Yeah.
It's exactly that. Oh, that'd be fun. That would be so much fun. You should for an Adventures in Big West, or what did you guys call in that segment that you
two guys go on
do?
an adventure.
I think the three of us should go to bingo some Friday night. Now it's like $30 overall. I don't know if you guys want to spend $30 for bingo, but it will be fun.
I don't have $30 to spend on me.
It will be fun. If you win one game, you win like $75. Some games pay out like $250.
The one that
Yeah.
I did at the fire hall, we had big payouts, but if we had multiple winners, it was split up.
Oh yeah, it'll still split up, but still, one win is going to set you for the night.
I am terrible
not
at bingo though. I never win.
Maybe that's something I can finally win at with you.
Bingo?
Yes.
Yeah, because I always get like 3 rows that I'm about to get bingo, but the 3 numbers I need are never called.
Never. 4 of my relatives go every week, and what they do is that they will put everybody's winnings together and then split up the winnings for the night. They took home over $300 last night.
My mom, my grandmother,
Well,
and my sister do
I went
basket
home with
bingo.
2.
They go to pay money to try and win a basket.
Yeah, no, fuck that. No, that's stupid.
If I was gonna play bingo, I want money, damn it. I'm not good at
Exactly.
this. I want a payout, not a
Yes.
basket with
Exactly.
soap in it that
Yep.
my dad can make.
I don't want no fucking soap.
Never. No soap.
We don't need soap.
We don't need
Heck
no.
no, we don't
Soap.
soap. Heck no, we don't soap.
It's like, is that like the bingo protest?
Yeah.
All the old people with signs outside.
We don't want any soap.
We want lemon candy.
We can't smell anymore to begin with, so why the fuck do we care?
By
what
the
we
way,
think?
We want hard candy and black licorice.
Have we ever talked about on this podcast that it is completely unknown how an old person gets this hard candy? Like, you know those
I know.
those strawberry
Yeah.
things? They're never at any store ever.
Yes, they are. I found
Oh,
the
that's
hiding
you.
place.
I heard some noise. Like, is my computer making
I
some
have
weird-
No, it's
discovered the holy grail for those strawberry fucking
The
candies.
candy store in Gettysburg.
Oh, giant.
Oh.
They have them too. Yes.
In their candy section with the scoops and the bins and the bags and the weighing machine that I'm surprised old people know how to use.
The wangs.
Yeah.
The wangs, yeah.
They have like 3 things.
Well, they gotta call W.
3 things of strawberry candy.
Yeah.
3 things.
What's the deal with that?
But 3! 3
Are we
things!
eating 3
Wait
things
a
of the
second.
strawberry candy?
Wait a second. It's lemon. I'm Jeff Goldblum. I can't decide.
I guess I'll go have hot dogs.
Yeah, but for the longest
Oh,
time,
wait.
I thought those things
I'm
just.
a vegetarian.
I just thought those things just materialized.
I did
out of
too.
nowhere.
Like my grandmother would have them in her like my grandmother has like 15 candy dishes.
Yeah.
Some of them are just a hodgepodge of shit, and other ones are developed. Like this one is 3 Musketeers.
Nothing
I want
else.
a 3 Musketeers.
If you put
Not
anything
a
in this in
Musketeers.
here, I will. You're done for Christmas.
I will,
That's
Don't-
it.
don't-
I
one
will
in the
Barack
back.
the Rock Obama you. out the
There was
window.
one in the back I wouldn't touch because all it was like hard candy, and it was usually the strawberry things, my
Yeah.
grandfather's root beer barrels, which are good,
They're fucking awesome.
and like some other thing. And I was like, but I don't want to sort through the fucking strawberry things for the root beer barrels, so
Strawberry
I'll
ones
just
are
get
good.
a Kit Kat bar, 3 Musketeers, and like Junior Mints and Skittles or something.
Oh, the fucking struggle it is to be a fat guy.
I know.
I can't decide, and I don't want to rummage through something, so I might as well get 6 of everything else.
My grandmother's like this. Like, okay, I made you lunch or dinner. Here you go.
And everything,
and it's just a candy dish.
yeah, everything,
good,
everything has them strawberry things in it. It's like a ham sandwich with them strawberry hard candies.
Still
like,
in the wrapper.
glass of milk with strawberry. I don't want this.
So the last time I went over, she made us burgers, mac and cheese, and like there was other stuff there, but I just ate burgers and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And I take a bite into my burger. First bite.
Hard candy.
You know we have cookies and pastries and soda and ice cream and candy and stuff. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll eat this.
Putting
I'm
this
still
back
hungry.
now.
I'll go get something. Did you get enough to drink? Do you have enough food in your plate?
My grandma does that to me all the time.
I get halfway done my food, she starts talking about dessert again. You know we have this and this and this, and we just went out and we got these, and we have all these cookies, and we know you love cookies. You can have some cookies. I was like, okay, well, if I'm still hungry after this, I might get some cookies. But I did start my diet, so I'm trying to cut back a little bit. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. You know we also have Swiss rolls. And
My grandma does that to me all
so
the time.
I finished my meal, and she's like, are you still hungry? No. You know we have all this stuff, right? And I'm like,
No, tell me again.
Yeah. Dude, I've been calling my grandma out on some stuff like that. Like every week this happens, and I have to keep doing it. Like I've gotten to the point where I know, like I've worked with the elderly before, and I know when like people are starting to go.
Yeah.
And my grandma was really starting to go, but like no one believes me because I wasn't a professional. I was just a security guard in the building. But she does this like every week that I'm there. She's like I have a plate of food like at Sunday lunch with the family. Like I have a plate of food. It was a big fucking plate of food to begin with.
Right.
It's like, oh, do you want anything else? Are you still hungry? Do you want anything? No, I'm good.
There's chips, there's ham, there's cheese, there's
And
bread,
yeah.
you can have a sandwich, you can have
Yeah.
soup. We have all this stuff. Eat my food.
Yeah, and it's like, and I've gotten to the point where I'm like, look, if I wanted anything else, if I needed anything else, I would get it myself, or I would say something. If I don't say anything, that's a good thing. And then I do the same thing with my parents. Like every week, like on Saturday, where are you going? Where do I go every Saturday?
Right.
Or Tuesday? Where do I go every Tuesday night?
Yeah.
I'm going out with Lennon to the comedy show. I'm going to Kyle's to do a podcast. The same thing I've been doing whatever day it is for the past however long I've been doing it. It's not like the first time I'm doing it. All right, well, just let us know where you're going to be. Okay, so I come back at the same time every whatever day it is. I do the same thing. Everyone knows where I am. If I were to tell you where I was, that's probably going to be a bad thing. So if you don't hear from me, that's good. Don't worry about it. I'm big enough, I'm old enough, I'm ugly enough, I can take care of myself and get shit done. I turned into Bill Cosby for a little bit.
My sister, when we went over...
Your grandma's sister.
Yes. When we were little, my sister would start to get Ziploc baggies and fill it with candy or cookies and stuff to take home.
Right.
So my grandmother has now been staying in tune with that and preparing us goodie bags whenever we leave.
My grandma does that, except it's like big ass bowls of macaroni and sludge.
The food we had to eat.
Yeah, it's like actual food.
She'll give us leftovers from lunch. She'll give us goodie bag. I went to help my grandfather fix the vanity in his bathroom because the plumber didn't do a good job. So me and my dad went and did it. She didn't feed us, but she gave us treats to take home. We got 2 of them chocolate chip whoopie pie things I told you about. My dad got a donut because she didn't have any more of the cookie thing. They had an entire thing of the soft, chewy cookies that they were going to eat. And she just ripped it open, opened a bag, and poured them all in and said, here, have these.
Why didn't she just give you the package?
Exactly!
I don't know, but she did this.
My grandma does that. She throws like a whole package of cookies. Like she doesn't want them or she thinks I want them. Here, have these!
She took a Ziploc bag, went over to the candy dish and started filling it with candy. She threw it in this Walmart bag. She put it on top of the paper. She's like, make sure you take that home with you. But, yes, ma'am.
Oh, I miss those days.
And like when I used to like once a week take my grandma out like grocery shopping and everything, and we go out to lunch somewhere, and I'd sit there like I had my plate of food. She can't eat like half of a sandwich. Like she can't eat a bowl like a little cup of soup and a half a sandwich.
Right.
She either eats one or the other.
Yeah.
So like in her mind, that's a big meal. So if she can't eat it, then no one else possibly can. But I had like a bowl of soup and a whole sandwich.
You can tell it's a big bowl by the emphasis on the word bowl.
Yeah.
So I had a bowl of soup, a sandwich, and a steak!
And not only did I eat the soup and the sandwich, but I ate the bowl and the plate that they were both sitting on. And I'm sitting there, I'm just like content with myself. I'm happy. I don't like I've come to the point where I don't eat a whole lot like in one sitting all the time anymore. There's times that I just like fuck. And I just like eat. I start eating everything in the pantry and the pantry itself.
I know the exact feeling because I've restricted myself on eating a lot because if I eat a lot, it's not good for me. So when I do eat, I just feel like this uncontrollable beast inside me, which is to devour the entirety of my kitchen.
Yeah.
And I have to tell it no, and then it says yes, and I listen.
The fridge one. Eat me! Like, no!
It's like, you had a bowl of cereal. It's supper time. I think you should have more. No, I really don't think so. But we have this. Maybe you're right. I think I should get some.
my brain does that. Like I have like a mental image of what my pantry looks like, and like my internal self is like, we have this. What do you think about that? And then like my stomach and like the rest of me is like thinking like. No, like this is how my thought process of food
You've got 4 judges with cue cards.
No,
okay, we have eggs and waffles.
They're all going
5.
Yeah. Or
and in the middle is can't remember his name.
Spartacus.
Yeah, we'll go with Spartacus. I'll kick you in the hole.
But like this is how
Donald Trump. Damn it.
This is how this is how my thought process goes with food. Like I think about it. And, like, because I've ate it before, like, I have, like, a mental image of what the taste is like. So I said, okay, so I have this. No, I don't feel like eating that right now. It doesn't feel right to, like, take. But what about this? No, maybe. We'll save that for, like, I like push it aside.
Do you always do the old man lip smacking thing?
Sometimes. Sometimes. It's not like that involved, but like sometimes I do that to think. But like back to my grandma.
Rub my face. I always wondered why old people sit there and go.
Because they're moving their dishes around. Back to my grandma.
The kinetic motion is what powers their brain. Yeah.
It's their metaphorical gerbil.
Yeah.
She can't eat a small cup of soup and a
still
half
on
a sandwich.
this.
Yeah, because I'm done long before she is, and I'll sit there and I'll just be looking around or like on my phone like looking through stuff. You want anything else? Have you had enough to eat? I could get you something else. Do you want any dessert, or do you want another sandwich, or do you want any? And then she starts trying to pawn her shit off on me. He's like,
always.
Do you want this sandwich? Like. It's a pretty good sandwich. Like I'll give her.
She's trying to she's Monty Hall on Let's Make a Deal. Now you can have this sandwich or what's behind the fridge.
It's
or both. Really, she's a grandmother. You can have both.
It's like Deal or No Deal. She starts reading down the. Like you ordered something, so that is off of the menu.
Meal or no meal.
Meal. So she's the guy in the booth. Trying to buy out your lunch.
Yeah.
No, it's your grandfather in like the room over with the newspaper.
Yeah. I'll give her that she is an okay salesman. Because like she'll like point out everything good about this sandwich. Like, oh, it's a really good sandwich. The turkey on it is like delicious and it's smoked the right way and it's got onions on it or what have you. And it's like, here, you should try it. It's really good. It's like, no, I'm fine. No, seriously, like here's another good point about it. There's nothing bad about it. Like it's great. And it's like, no, I don't want it. We go out grocery shopping, then we go to lunch, and then she has to pick something up at the drugstore, and I don't go to the drugstore. So I'm sitting there, fuck, I'm eating the sandwich. So I just sit there and eat the sandwich. She comes out, I have a mouthful of sandwich, like, I'm not eating the sandwich.
It's a good sandwich.
It's a good sandwich, but I'm not eating. This is like every week. And it's like a big fucking surprise to her every week. And I have to keep doing it every week. I'm glad I work Monday through Friday now. I'm really glad.
Oh, man. I don't know how we managed to do it, but we bitched about the niceness of grandmothers
Yes.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That is fucking impressive. Oh, man.
So to continue it,
Yeah. Go on.
when I go over to my grandparents, it's usually to do some sort of chores or some sort.
Uh-huh.
They still feel the need to pay me when they know I will eat the entirety of their kitchen,
Right.
and I have to argue with them. I'm going to eat your kitchen. You can save the $10.
You need that money more than I do because you need to remodel it.
All of
after
the
I get done.
cookies and stuff that you were offering me during lunch will be gone. You need the $10 to restock for 2 weeks from now. It'll be okay. No, you need to take this and you can't leave it here by mistake.
Buy yourself some cookies. No.
You're too nice.
Yeah.
I'm not used to
I could just imagine, like, you're standing in the kitchen and your grandma's standing there. It's like, here, have this $10. Buy yourself some cookies. And then the camera pans to you, and you're standing there holding like 6 boxes of cookies. No, Grandma, I couldn't possibly do that.
I usually wear shirts with pockets, so she'll sneak up behind me when I'm watching TV.
Oh my god.
And she'll like
Oh,
shove it in
that's
my
the
pocket
worst.
and walk away. And I'm just like,
Did you just touch my tape, Grandma? Jesus Christ, that's weird.
and she'll walk into the kitchen, open up the fridge, find some like Jello or pudding or pie or something, and then bring that back with a spoon. And I'm like,
Jello pudding pie.
I don't need this. You don't have to pay me. I'm eating all of the food here. She's like, no, and eat this.
It's like making eye contact with Dracula.
Yeah.
Once you look
Yeah.
at him straight in the eye, you're just like, okay.
It's you're saying about the Jello pudding pie and how she puts like cookies in your pocket. She just walks in.
Just
like,
with the food,
yeah,
just
she
dumps
puts
it
the
in.
whole pie in your pocket. It's like, thank you.
And hands me a spoon. Thanks, Granny. Wow, it's good.
It's lint. Delicious.
Like 20 minutes later, are you finished with that Jello pudding pie yet? Yes, Grandma, I've been done. Okay, here's another shirt.
Good, I made another one. Oh, God.
And it's like crocheted, like there's blankets and your nipples stick out of the holes.
She'll make brownies and she can't like
She'll crochet brownies.
she can't get it out of the pan without destroying the brownies.
Well,
And
that's...
so she puts them in like a Tupperware container or something, and I'll just walk into her kitchen and realize it and open it up. And those brownies aren't any good. I couldn't get them out of the pan. What? What? I'm not eating any brownies. They're good.
Oh, that's awesome.
She stopped actually making baked goods. She now makes my grandfather do it. And
They're not as good, are they?
they're actually better.
Oh, that's
Really?
surprising because
Wow, good for you.
my grandpa burns everything he ever makes.
Like he doesn't make dinner or lunch or breakfast or any of that stuff, but he makes all of the baked goods. They're good. Good.
That's awesome.
So I started calling him Pop Cracker whenever he would make stuff. Because I call all of my
I wish he
grandfathers
was your
Pop.
uncle.
Uncle Cracker.
Uncle Ben.
Can you guess the only restaurant my grandparents will go to eat at?
Angus's.
No.
The fuck is that?
It's
It's the diner down the road.
Oh,
Really good food, lot of it. They don't have portion control.
the only restaurant?
Yes.
Like an actual restaurant.
Chain.
Perkins.
No.
Olive Garden.
McDonald's.
No.
Olive Garden.
Aruba's.
What? Sometimes. No.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
No.
How can there be a
Staples.
sometimes when it's the only restaurant they'll go to?
Like when my grandmother feels fancy, she'll go to Olive Garden.
Right, okay.
But almost every other time, they only go to one place.
Sheets.
No.
Good Rudders.
No. It's a restaurant, not a gas station. I'll give you a hint.
What is
The
it?
truck stop.
Outhouse steak back.
No. I'll give you a hint. When you order food, kids usually play with the little thing. That you
Chuck
put
E.
pins-
Cheese.
No.
Denny's.
No.
Cracker Barrel.
Yes, we got a winner.
I don't
my
know why
God,
you
I
didn't
should have
start
known
us.
Cracker Barrel. Why did we start? That's like the quintessential old person restaurant. God damn it.
It makes me feel like a trucker when I
It
get it.
reminds me of the old time.
Why do
This
you
is Charlie Delta 9. I have bingo.
Short hair at Cracker Barrel. I have bingo!
Area control, this is Charlie Delta 9. I have bingo. Repeat. Grandpa, you're ordering a sandwich.
Luckily enough, there's a bingo sandwich. I'll have bingo! Alright, that'll be one bingo for you, sir. Good choice. It's delicious today.
Do you want that with a
As opposed to
side
any
of
other day.
stamper or no?
I'd like 4 quarters with that, please.
4 corners.
It's a bingo method. You can do all 4
Oh,
corners.
yeah. Oh, I know.
Postage
I
stamp,
play bingo every week.
pig in a pen, diamond.
Every week.
Ah, pigs in a blanket too.
Fucking bingo.
And they send out a pig wrapped in a blanket. It's just run around the thing, knocking over empty tables.
I always had to ask in between bingos, is pig in a pen allowed in this one or no?
What is that one? I don't know.
It's where you have the free space and it's surrounded by 4 corners directly around it.
Oh, yeah, we have that. Yeah.
It's like,
We
are
call
we
it
using,
inside corners, but okay.
Are we using that one this one or no? No, we're not doing that one this one. Okay.
We're not doing that.
I am bingo. Oh, we're not using that this round. You'll have to get bingo some other way. I'm sorry.
At the bingo that I go to. How do we get back on bingo?
I don't
What
know.
the fuck is this?
Old people.
Welcome
It always goes back to
Welcome
bingo.
to the bingo podcast. Okay, so anyway, they play with this one game called the Quickie Blackout, where you get one little card. You only get one little card.
I feel like the hour and a half of this podcast is all about old people and bingo.
Just about. That's the title. Old people. That's no. You can do better than that. But you get this one card.
Charlie Delta 9, I have bingo.
That's pretty
There
good.
you go.
But it's called Quickie Blackout, and the guy calling goes, "All right, so here's how this is gonna work. It's blackout. I will call the numbers once and only once, as fast as this machine will allow me to. If you can't keep up, too bad." And he goes, "Is everybody ready?" And everyone goes, "Yeah, okay." He goes, "Okay, here we go. 49, 67, 4, 21, 32, 19, and you have to go, fuck!
I feel like there's an old lady who's just sitting there with like a headband on and she's got like 2 stampers.
She's doing the crane.
Yeah, she's got 2 stampers in between her toes, like.
No, she's got her stampers and she's standing on her walker and she's just ready and she's.
Oh man, it's fun as fuck.
No,
it's fun.
No, hold on. She's got the walker, and each leg is just wrapped with stampers, and she goes.
It's fun as hell, man. I'm telling you, it's a trip. It's fun.
Oh
man.
my god.
I love it. Adventures in Big West. Come with me some Friday.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right.
You can probably stay if you don't want to spend the money.
Sorry, I'm broke.
So am I.
But real quick,
You'll make your money back.
Well, I have a gambling problem. So
I have an anime problem. We're taken care of.
Oh yeah.
You'll play bingo and I'll be in my room like this. Anime. Hentai comes later.
going back to the whole grandparents just want to give you everything. Just real quick, my grandpa's like
No, it's
that.
not real
This has
quick.
been going on.
I just want to say this.
We're gonna hit the 2-hour mark and then we'll talk about something else.
Well, we're at I don't know where we're at.
An hour and 37 minutes.
Who cares?
But
As long as it.
my grandpa does this except with cars.
Uh-huh.
Like my brother is just now going through this because he's buying a truck. My grandpa just wants everybody to own a Ford Ranger. No one can figure out why. It's just, you need to buy a Ranger because it's the greatest truck pot. No, it's not. First of all, I've done all my research on it.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily want a Ranger to begin with. I enjoy having it. I'd rather have a bigger truck.
Okay.
It just rephrased the Batman thing. This is not the hero we deserve, but the hero we have, the Ranger.
They have terrible crash test ratings. They have a 90% rollover rating. They're really terrible. They're not safe at all.
Right.
But he's just like everybody needs to have a Ranger, and my brother is buying a '97 F-150. It's just a bit taller and a bit wider than my truck.
Okay.
And he told my grandpa because he's getting a loan from my grandpa like I did with my truck.
Oh yeah.
And no, you don't want that. Your uncle looked it up and he said that 96, 97, and 98 of that series had problems. It had a recall with the engine and it had to be fixed in the Ford garage and everything. And what you need to get a Ranger. That's what you need to get. And like my brother had it on speakerphone. I could hear him from the other room. You need to get a Ranger. That's what you need to get. But then again, a Ranger doesn't get good gas mileage. It doesn't. I get like 16 with mine.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't get good gas mileage. You know how much it would cost for me to come down to just to come down to your house, and he lives in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
And it costs probably about $10, $20 for me to come down to see you, and then to turn around and go back is another $10 or $20. And I'm in the other room like, how do you think I feel? I go up there 2 or 3 times a week.
Uh huh.
You don't give me dick shit for nothing.
There was both of them right there.
It was. You don't give me dick shit for nothing. That's what you have to do is dick shit for nothing.
Yeah. But that, like, and he is, like, he's, like, just stuck in his ways. He's just so...
Oh my god, it sounds like an old
Yeah,
person.
he's just, no, like, I know old people that are, like open-minded and shit about things, but he's just so old-fashioned and so closed-minded about everything. Like, it really, really bugs me. It really does. And I at one point, like, I told him that I wanted to get rid of my truck because I just didn't like being a truck driver anymore, and I was getting to the point where people were like, "Hey, Wes, can you come
It kept
over?"
reminding you of your uncle.
Yeah, and people would.
I drove my truck in today.
People would ask
with
me.
my 7 and 7, or as I call it, a 13.
People would like call me or text me and be like, "Hey, Wes, can you help me move this?
Yeah.
I need
You're
to
the
move."
moving guy.
Yeah.
In a truck like that.
And I'm like, and sometimes I say yes. Like more often than not, now I've just said no. When I first got sick with bronchitis at the beginning of the year, I was like 3 days into it. Like I had 102 fever, and I was like dead as a dick. And
I'm dead now.
I had somebody text me, "Hey Wes, could you come over and take this?
Hold on, let me find out if I'm alive again.
I have a mattress that
No.
I'm giving to a friend that lives a block up the street. Could you take the mattress up the block for us?" And no, I'm sorry, I have hold on, I'll get to it.
Well, no, how hard is it to move a fucking mattress up a street?
I mean,
I would just...
They better,
yes!
How many of them were there? Was it more than one? If it's more than one,
It
you're a lazy fuck.
was like 2 or 3 people, but hold
No,
on.
fuck them.
I know! Hold on. I'm sorry, I can't. I just came down with bronchitis. I've had 102 fever for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay, that's alright, I'm sorry. Like 5 minutes later. What about tomorrow?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And
It's a
then,
mattress.
I'm like, where is it going? Maybe if I feel up to it, I could come help. Oh, it's right up the block. Like they gave me the address.
Yeah.
And it's like literally right up the block. And I text back, "You know, it would be easier if you just carried it up the block instead of putting it in my truck and driving it." Oh, I guess it would be. So I guess they just carried it up the block. It was in Gettysburg, like just up the block through Gettysburg.
Sake.
Like shit, man.
I wouldn't have called you to help for probably 2 reasons. One, I would either be helping you or you'd be helping me anyway.
And two, I'd probably be alcohol.
No, we would probably be like 3 people with the person in the front, with like 2 people holding the mattress, and then the third guy runs around to be the guy in the front. And we do it like we're rolling something big on logs. And it's just...
Yeah.
Where's
I feel like that'd be really complicated.
Hold their heads and
Yeah.
walk.
But I told my grandpa I don't like. It's just not like I don't haul anything.
Yeah.
So it's just not sensible for me to have a truck anymore. I want a smaller car. I've been looking into getting a Saturn, maybe a Mazda 6. Oh, don't get a Mazda and we had an argument about a Mazda.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mazdas aren't American cars. Like Ford
Who cares?
bought out Mazda. Honestly, I don't care as long as I can afford it and it's decent.
Exactly.
Decent on my wallet.
It probably got better gas mileage.
It does.
Safety
Yeah.
ratings.
Yeah, it does, and I'm not concerned about safety ratings, but
Not
yeah.
to sound like your grandfather.
Well, as an old person, you want to tell him things like that.
Yeah.
It's safer.
Well, he doesn't give a shit about the 90% rollover rating on mine or
Right.
his or the one he wants my brother to get.
You can die in it. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like he's deaf.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Instead of a scythe, it's a stick with a key holder. And all of the keys are the
They're all
ranges.
like,
And when he shows up at your doorstep to knock, it's just a lineup of ranges. I've come for you. That'll be $10,000.
wait a minute, those are the wrong key. There you go.
Yeah.
But not to sound like your grandfather, but you should get a Subaru because those things are fucking amazing.
I like Saturns.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, these things last for fucking
So
ever.
do Saturns.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's very true. They do. I think Rolls had one for a very long time.
If it wasn't for the fact that I hit a telephone pole, I probably still would have my Saturn.
I
now.
bet you would. Yeah.
And I beat the shit out of it, and it still came out strong. It was a great fucking car.
Yeah.
But, like, the end of this argument ended up with, if you buy a Mazda, don't expect to park it on my driveway because I won't allow you to park it in my driveway.
Oh, fuck that.
And I leaned in and I said, look, if you're gonna base our relationship off of what kind of car I
Yeah,
drive,
really.
then I believe that we no longer have to have a relationship, and we can end this right now
Yeah.
if it's going to come to such petty bullshit
Exactly.
as that. He stopped, and he was silent for a little bit, and I just got up and walked out of the room. And this was like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And to this day, we don't talk about it anymore because I called him on his shit.
Yeah.
And put him in his spot and made him realize, oh my god, my grandson is actually smart. Like I may be dumb as shit, but I'm pretty smart in some areas.
I may be dumb.
I mean,
I'm smart.
I started this off of I forget what I kept saying. Off of a dumb idea and a whim,
Yeah.
and 2 years later, 76 actual audio podcasts and 3 videos later.
Yeah. 76. This is 77, isn't it? This is number 77.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Double sevens.
Yes.
That's like
Seven.
almost lucky.
It's 13.
Yeah, that's 13. Ah, fuck.
7.
I think I need to name it
This
after
is
my
the
uncle now.
yeah. This is the Keith Lowe podcast. Why? Because it's 7 and 7. Fucking Christ.
Oh man.
Well, I think it's that time.
Is it? Yeah, I think.
Well,
Well, we've died down considerably.
well, that's
We're-
what happens when you talk for an hour and 45 minutes straight.
About old people bingo and jet fighters.
Yes.
All in one conversation, interesting.
Yeah.
One topic is all 3 of those things. That's nuts. Hey, I want to mention something.
Go ahead.
I want to say this for the end, just because.
So
Since the last time.
This is the end.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying it now.
No, this is GroupCast.
Oh yeah,
This is the end. Is that movie?
that
with,
song by the Doors.
Well, I was talking about the movie with all the famous people. This is the end.
Oh yeah, I want to see that movie.
We've
It
seen it.
it sounds good.
Oh, no, I've seen it. You haven't seen it.
I don't remember.
Was it good? It sounds good.
It was pretty funny.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
I mean, somebody gets mugged by fucking Hermione. It's pretty damn good.
Since the last time
Wish you would mug my
I've
dick.
done this podcast, I started an internet series called How to Play. You guys been watching those?
Yes.
Aren't they good? I think
Yeah.
they're really good. I just want to like kind of promote that on here. That if you look up, I searched how to play and then whatever the games are, just to see how far they show up on the search. They don't. So if you search for Lennon Free Company, then they'll show up somewhere.
Well, we don't even show up on the first page of GroupCast.
Really?
Yeah.
How is that
you search it.
possible?
Yeah. And we're like second or third page.
Oh wow! Wow, that's for that.
But we'll get there eventually.
Anyway, I'm encouraging people to watch my How to Play videos because I think they're great and I think that they're worth the attention. And I'm working on the next one right now. It's really good. I haven't been telling people what the games are, but I think what I'm going to do is say right now what the game is that I'm working on, and then put on my Facebook wall. If you want to know what the next How to Play is, watch GroupCast.
Go ahead.
Promotion
Watch all of it.
promotion everywhere.
Shameless self-promotion.
Everybody should love us because we're funny and fat. Except
ironically
Lennon.
enough-
Lennon is
we
just
only
funny.
got one of those. Yeah.
Ironically enough, in my big list of episode names that
Yeah.
I have, shameless self-promotion is one of them.
It is.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, okay. Okay.
If I can't
So-
think of anything good to come up for my uncle, I might name it that.
The game that I'm working on right now for How to Play is Left 4 Dead.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun. It's fun. I've recorded it. I'm writing the script.
Kill the zombie here, and you're good.
And you're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Game over. I'm telling you, there's some the game is so randomized that I had to record the game footage first, and then write the script around it, and that's kind of why it's taking so long. But a lot of really funny things happen in my playthrough, so there's a lot of stuff coming up for that. But to say that, watch some How to Play, and I might have brought a viewer or two here from my fan base to you guys by promoting it. Assuming that they went through the whole hour 45
Yeah.
and waded their way through the bingo and the grandmothers
Yeah.
to get to this.
Listen
Lit.
to me and him and that guy there. We're funny fuckers.
Yeah.
We really, really are.
Yeah.
He's a really funny fucker. He's a really funny fucker. I want to go home. Watch his shit. It's really good.
It is good. I'm very proud of it.
He makes funny shit, so you can watch that too. I'm gonna go home.
You should make funny shit. You
I-
really should.
I'm poor. I can't make funny shit.
Yeah, you can.
He just wants to go home so he can take a shit.
You are home. This is your place. Where
This is my home away from home. I mean, 10 feet away from home.
God damn it.
Good night, everybody.